So I'm watching you lift up that trophy, and all I can think about is meeting you for the first time as a high school senior at St. Vincent and St. Mary, just this kid who had so many ideas about what he wanted to do. And here you are 15 years later, a three-time NBA champion. You have won one for Northeast Ohio. How do you explain that?
I can't, Rachel.
That journey?
I knew once, you know, the Cavs got the #1 pick, I was going to dedicate myself to the franchise and just try to do whatever I could to help that franchise win. I even said it. I said, I'm going to try to light the city up like Las Vegas.
I remember.
And, you know, obviously, you know, a few things happened along the path, you know, but my heart was always there. My heart was always back home. And when I decided to come back, you know, last year, you know, I said my main objective was to bring a championship to the city. They deserved it. They wanted it. They needed it. And I just felt like I had the right blueprint to help the city, you know, accomplish something they'd never seen before. And, you know, to be able to have a dream, to be able to have a vision, and to make it come into fruition, it's a beautiful thing.
How much harder did it turn out to be than that kid back there thought it was?
Oh, that kid had no idea how hard it was to just win a game, you know.
Right.
But that kid did know his work ethic. He knew what he brought to the game. He knew his basketball IQ, and he knew that every single night he was going to give it his all. But he had no idea how hard the road would be. And you know, tonight was definitely the end of that road, but it was very tough.
And I remember in Miami, you would start dropping these little things about, you know, I could go back to Cleveland. You never closed the door. How come?
You know, at the end of the day, you know, I was always true, you know, to everyone in Miami, and for 4 years. But I felt like, you know, I had a book or a chapter in my journey. It wasn't closed, you know, and it was a couple more paragraphs that needed to be written out in that chapter, and that was being back home.
And it was still this mythic idea, right? We're going to win one for Cleveland, but it was just this sort of thing in the distance. And you think about everything the city has been through, and the fumble, and the shot, and the drive. How do you explain to people who aren't from there what you were fighting so badly for?
They could never understand. They can hear about it, like you said, the fumble, the Ernest Bonner fumble, Elway going 99 yards, the Jose Mesa not being able to close out, you know, the Jordan, you know, free throw line jumper over Craig Elo. They will never be able to understand what Northeast Ohio and Cleveland sports fans have been through for the last 50-plus years since Jim Brown was able to bring a championship to the city. And I'm at a loss for words just to be in this position to seek out something and then to be able to deliver. It's unbelievable.
I don't think people who haven't talked to you a lot really realize just how much Akron means to you.
Yeah.
That you've traveled all over the world.
Yeah.
I've heard people ask you, hey, LeBron, what's your favorite city? Is it Paris? Is it whatever? And you look at them like they're crazy.
Yeah.
And you say, Akron, come on.
It made me who I was. It made me who I am today, I'm sorry. And just walking the streets, being in a single-parent household with my mom. She was 16 when she had me. The city just molded me. When the city of Akron saw that I had a gift, they were like, okay, let's leave him alone. Leave him alone, because
It might not have been that way.
It might not have been that way. He may be able to do something special to make us feel great about ourselves. And I thank the city every single day, because I lived in poverty. I've seen things that I would never want my 3 kids to see. You know, but they also they kept a shield around me, you know, throughout my young man, you know, days till I became a professional athlete. And I said from that point on, I will always represent Akron. I will always give back to Akron, because I know what they did for me.
And you didn't just do it for Northeast Ohio. You didn't just win one for Cleveland. You did it against a team that had a historically good regular season record, a 2-time MVP. And I know you wanted a couple of those MVP trophies for yourself. What has it been like to listen to people say, hey, that Steph Curry guy, he's passed you by?
As much as I try to keep myself away from it, I don't watch sports talk radio, I don't listen to the TV, I don't be on social media. You know, a lot of it, it's still able to creep in a little bit.
What does it say about you that you were able to be the one to win, that you held up the trophy, that you held up the unanimous MVP of the NBA Finals? What does that say for you and your career and your style of basketball?
I mean, at 31, I still got a lot in the tank. I give everything to the game. There was a few writers last year when I had my back problems. There was a few writers this year that said I was He's lost a step. You know, the high-flying LeBron James is gone. He's passed us by. This isn't the guy that can bring a championship anymore. His title days are over. You know, well, I guess I used it as a little motivation, and I guess I proved a lot of people wrong.